Hello, and thank you for joining us back here at the First Alert Desk. I'm Maria Moreau. We're going to take you through your top stories here for your Friday. A little look at the major headlines we've been following and a few developing stories you're going to want to know about. Starting with this, I want to tell you about these two missing boys. We're talking about these missing teens. Authorities need your help locating them. Clayton County police are searching for 15-year-old Rico Hill and 12-year-old Jeremiah Hill. And now we are told that Rico Hill stands at about 5'5" and 220 pounds. He has brown eyes and black hair. We're told he was last seen wearing red pants and a red hoodie, as well as an orange beanie. We are told that Rico Hill has bipolar disorder and ADHD. If you have any information, you maybe know where he is or you've spotted him, please call 911. And then talking about 12-year-old Jeremiah Hill, he was last seen on Spruce Court in Riverdale. He's wearing, I should say he was last seen wearing black pants, an orange beanie, a red, black, yellow tie-dye hoodie, and black shoes. We are also told he has ADHD. If you have any information about either of these boys' whereabouts, please call Clayton County Police. And major interests at the world's busiest airport making human traffic an ongoing issue here in Georgia. It's a crime that can start anywhere really and happens in plain sight. Lawrenceville police say they found a young Cobb County girl in distress on Collins Hill Road about 40 miles away from her home. They determined she may have been trafficked. Police have arrested 3 men you saw earlier in this video here for trafficking. Now, according to the National Human Trafficking Hotline, Atlanta rates are the second highest in the country. It's very important to remain vigilant. Really, this can affect anyone, and it's important to do your part. Make sure that you're watching out for signs of human trafficking. We actually have an article on our website with some recommendations officials have put out in the past on how to spot human trafficking behaviors, and possibly if you encounter a victim of human trafficking, what you should do. But definitely contact authorities is going to be your first go with any type of situation in human trafficking situations and otherwise. And Atlanta vies for the title of host of the 2024 Democratic Convention. Concerns are being raised in that conversation over Georgia's gun laws. Right now, Chicago, New York, and Atlanta are the top 3 cities being considered for the Democratic Convention. But as the New York Times reports, people vying for Chicago to hold the convention are highlighting Georgia's relaxed concealed carry laws as a safety concern. Now, if the Democratic Convention was held here at State Farm, guns wouldn't be allowed inside. The constitutional carry law lets anyone who can legally buy a weapon carry it on most public property. Georgia's open carry laws let people openly carry rifles in public spaces without a permit. Now, because of these laws, we've already seen Sweetwater Brewing's 420 Fest get moved to their brewery instead of staying at Centennial Park. Music Midtown, if you remember, was also canceled last year for similar safety reasons.
Let's be clear, this doesn't just affect Atlanta. This is a statewide law, so it can affect festivals or outdoor things that happen in Columbus, in Savannah, in Athens, in Macon. And so I think that we need to understand that, one time may be an exception, but now when we see 2 festivals and we have more on the books, Shaky Knees among them, that are on public land, hopefully we can now galvanize around a solution and really focus on allowing these kinds of very good things to happen in our city and in our state.
And you might remember Atlanta officials have been pushing to host the Democratic Convention here as a way to show off the party's gains in Georgia with the elections of Raphael Warnock and Jon Ossoff. Moving on to more of your headlines, what better way to celebrate Black History Month than hearing from civil rights icon Andrew Young himself? The Atlanta great spoke at Brookhaven's Black History Month celebration. He told us about a side of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that few people ever saw. And we have more of that on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com. I'm going to be putting that out for you. Make sure you check it out. I want to end with this, talking a little bit about the 39th president, Georgia's own Jimmy Carter. So Jimmy Carter, ending things on a positive note for you all. Former president is still in hospice, and Mr. Carter's family seems to be keeping him pretty entertained in his final days. Mr. Carter's grandson, James Carter IV, tweeted this video of him and his wife with the message, "We are all juggling a lot lately, but yesterday my wife and I got to juggle for my grandparents. They love it." Look at that. That is delightful. That is a little of the positivity, the good news that we need during a time when so many are wishing the Carter family well and just reflecting. We've been hearing from you guys really across several Georgia communities, across the country, just sharing your memories of the president, your memories of Jimmy Carter and just his lifetime of service, as well as the rest of the Carter family. So it's good to know they're keeping each other in good spirits during what I imagine is just a challenging time for everyone. All right, guys, those have been your top stories with a little fun added at the end. I want to make sure that we let you know we are putting out any of the latest information and developing stories that are happening in your community on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com, as well as in the free Atlanta News First app. Make sure you download that. That is the best way to get notifications on any major stories we've been following, and a little more. Again, that is where we put out information on things like missing teens and just some of the many stories that are important for you to know about so that you can get involved and help in any way you can and just stay informed. I want to make sure I leave you with this. We are taking you to our new newscast here in about 50 minutes. Make sure you join us on Atlanta News First on your television or wherever you watch. We are also available on our Atlanta News First Plus digital platforms. We'll be bringing you your top headlines and more starting at noon.